You're in my world now. Welcome. And, well, it was a little bit different when I first logged on, but it seems something broke there. So we're going to go fix that. And then following that, we're going to work on turning this room into the farm room that it is intended to be. So, how did this break? That looks right. This does not. There was some redstone up here, wasn't there? Yeah. Is that block? Ah! Super powerful pick. Okay, let's try this again. Well, I could do that and that. Alright, so we had redstone, I know was like that. I don't remember having redstone up there. Yeah, no, I don't think I had or there even. These two blocks I don't think belong. Yeah, no, I didn't think they belonged. Okay. So this tells me, very likely, what ended up happening. I need to put red... Nope. It's a burnout clot. Okay. That there with that there. I don't think we had that there, did we? Okay, looks like I caught it. Put this in there, that into there. Actually, grr. Super OP redstone. That goes into there. That goes. Ridiculously, I'm gonna need to make a dummy pick just for working on this stuff. Yeah, I think that would be right. Now, I know we had something like this. I'm pretty sure I lost some redstone in whatever catastrophe happened. Yeah, actually, it might just do good to get rid of all the gravel here for now. I'll just keep that in my inventory. Okay, I'm going to need to go get some more redstone. And basically try to fix the lines going through here. I'm going to also need to kind of reference the construction of this just to double check that I'm rebuilding it correctly. So I'm going to go get the redstone and make sure I'm doing it right. And I'll be back once we get this thing fixed. Looks like when it broke, someone just placed all the popped materials down. Because it is remotely possible for it to somehow push blocks and completely mess it up right here. So we're going to test right quick, make sure I got it working. Okay, the opening, that didn't really break at all. So I figured that would work pretty much for sure. Now the tricky part is hoping that it doesn't break. It does not break. I held my breath on that. So we got it fixed. You can't spam your way in or you break the whole thing. I wonder if we can simulate that. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Because I was just spamming about as quick as I could. Got stone buttons up there too. I don't know. In any case, that door should be closed. Yeah, we'll leave it closed, and I'm going to rush up and just do a test up there. And then we'll be back down here to work on the farm. Okay, now, let's just try this again. open the door. It is a wood button, so it does stay pressed longer. Wondering where the bone blocks came from. Alright. See, if I push that button and rush in. Yeah, I rushed in, I couldn't even manage to push that button. Well, whatever. I'm going to close the door behind us. And as it is currently working, not going to worry about it anymore. So, two things. This farm is not going to be automated. It's going to be an underground kind of farming setup. And the second thing is I'm actually going to dig 2 blocks down and replace the bottom layer with stone brick so I don't ever dig up into this room. And I'm going to dig a few more blocks that way based on where the beacon is. So basically, I'm on my camera account right now, and this is the farm room. A couple blocks down, won't interfere with any existing floor plan, ever so slightly. But we can extend it a little bit further out this way before we can't because of the beam. So I'm going to do that. We can't go any further this way because this is where this contraption rests. And, well, this is literally the only way we can go. Not much further. So we're going to have a small underground farm so that I can just kind of have things growing idly instead of always going through, where is it? This thing. Which, I mean, this thing works pretty great as it is. It's just sometimes you don't want to automate things. You just want to do the old-fashioned way just for the fun of it. But I'm actually going to do fully automated farms at some point in the future. And before I switched accounts, I was like, what is that strange noise? It's just them buggers up there. But yeah, we'll dig through here, and this is going right where we had that original hole that has been covered up. And it's going to pretty much be completely covered up. So I'm basically going to get the stone brick at that 2 layers lower, replace this layer at dirt, and then we'll be back and we'll see what this place looks like. So I'm only about partway done, but this is what I did with the lower level. This is what I'm doing with this level. I've determined I need a minimum of 8 water source blocks to cover the entire farm. I mean, well, I need a minimum of 6, but it's even going this way, so 8 it is. Because I can't go another block that way or that way, and I'm going to maximize the space even if that means making it an even distance that way. So we've got 3, 4, 4, 4, 3. And then we're going to have 4, 5, 4. So I'll get back to laying these down. Also, as for the lighting solution I've come up with, I'm thinking this should work plenty well. Boom. So if we just do that, actually I might just do something about the ceiling itself so I don't have to dig this up again. I could potentially make it a 2 tall room or even a 2.5 tall room. I haven't fully decided on that one just yet, but the other thing I'm concerned with is light levels. And oh, there we go. Yeah, middle click. Gotta love that. Oh, light levels. 9 block. So it looks, well, I should get this finished and then test light levels. And I may or may not need the torches around the wall. I'd actually rather get rid of them if I could. But I do, like I said, need to double check on the light levels. So if we F8 it, we can see that the light level drops as low as 8 for about a 4x4 block 3 times. But that's still bright enough. We don't actually need to have any additional lighting going down the middle which is good. Now my other concern, and I just need to get rid of a few torches over here, because all these corners, ouch, 7. The very corners are not safe. I think, let me pick this torch up again and test right over here, 8, 8, 9. Yeah, it's just going that one extra block that way is not safe, but it looks like everything else is. Oh, wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I put these offset by 1. Huh. 1. I'm going to move all these over by 1. Unfortunately, that means 2 things. I now have to replace the lights above and add lights down the middle because it will suddenly become dark enough. Oh, let's just do that and then break it. This way we can pop these up. I'll still need the lights in the corners. Oops. There we go. That should be the only place, plus right down the center. Because if we walk down the center, we hit blocks of 7. And because it's even between them, the only logical placement is right down the middle, lined up with the others. So that's the bare minimum, except not quite. Because these corners are still bad, but the rest of the wall is now good. So I think I've got a solution for that. Basically, the corners are going to be farmland regardless. So that would prevent mob spawns anyway, because they can't spawn on farmland. So it wouldn't actually matter. But for the moment, I'm going to leave the torches in the corners where it's the darkest. I'm going to go ahead and replace this with stone because, yeah, I think I'll have a 3-tall roof. Endermen can teleport in. They better not trample my crops. I'll have to actually keep an eye out for that. Fill in this with water and lily pads so I don't fall in, and then we will till the land and plant the crops. Now, 1 hoe, boom. Wonder if it's enchantable. I don't think so. Nope. But I can throw books on it if I want. You know, unbreaking and mending. And before you say anything about me crafting a diamond hoe, 17 diamonds and 14 blocks and 62 ore. I don't think a diamond hoe is going to break me, especially now that we have mending for everything. I am going to throw an unbreaking book on it. Surely I've got one in here somewhere. Yeah, we'll take unbreaking and fire protection. Even though fire protection won't go on it. Boom. And we'll just put it there and run down. And we've got to till the land. Now, do we want to till every single spot? Or just what we're going to use for crops? And for that matter, how are we going to figure out what we want to use for crops? Because I need to keep this path essentially open. So I'm thinking we'll do like pumpkins or melons there. They can grow into this spot, which, by the way, has light levels of 9 or better. Well, 8 in this corner. Yeah, it would be brighter because outside torches are shining in. Okay, that makes sense. So, at lowest, it's in these corners with 8. So, it's fine. So, we'll put a row of either pumpkins or melons over here. And then we'll just unequip that for this so that we don't have that happen again. and we will just till every last grid in the rest of this farmland. Final row of tilling. Boom. We're going to put in the back row melons. The front row will have pumpkins. Pumpkins will serve more use because, well, jack-o'-lanterns. Back here, where the light level minimizes at, well, you see, it's light level 0 here. All the farmland is essentially light level 0. These actually have a light level. Not that I don't think mobs could spawn on them, but they're all directly below that, so it wouldn't matter. But this, lowest level is 8. Oh yeah, and I realized that I started tilling all of this with the F3 screen on. I'm bad about forgetting that. Now, I need to grab some seeds and crops, and then we will get planting. And I'll show you a pretty ideal way to plant for this. I am noticing I am particularly low on beetroot seeds, so I'm going to run this farm for a bit just to get my stockpile of beetroot seeds up. And yeah, after I do that, we'll get to planting. And now, to finish the planting. So as far as the seeds go, see, I think, yeah, I said I put pumpkin seeds on this side. So what you want to generally do when you plant is remember how the pumpkins are going to grow and they need a space. I think it's best that they grow where they have one way to grow if you want to have them in a controlled farm. Ideally, you'd actually want them to be in like a grid pattern where they could grow any which way. But if they have at least the one way to grow, then each plant can end up producing. Same thing for the melon seeds. As for the rest of it, beetroot, wheat, carrot, and potato, well, you generally want to plant them in straight lines. I think, yeah, I'm going to start with wheat here. Oh yeah, and take that shield out again. So this way, whenever I'm coming to farm, or well, going in there, I've got this straight row of wheat. So I'm just going to plant my rows this way. And then, let's see, we'll do, I think I'll need beetroot less, so we'll plant beetroot here. I'm actually going to plant all the beetroot along where there is the water source and the lily pads. Okay, so that gives us 4 rows of beetroot. And now we'll do carrots next. Plant those along this row. Potatoes here. And then we'll do carrots again. And we'll do wheat again. I'm going to do this in a pattern, sort of. Basically, you want each row to be its own unique crop because they will grow fastest in this method. We're going to do wheat on this side as well. And this time, we're going to do potato, carrot, potato. Actually, no. We're going to do this because this is a row of only 4. And then we have another row of 4. Wait, did we have a row of 5 here? Nope. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, this is what I'll do. This row will have an extra row of wheat. And then we'll put a row of wheat over here. Oh, I need more wheat seeds. And we'll put a row of wheat here. Just kind of mirror everything around. And back here, we're going to do potato, carrot, potato. Potato there. And potato there. And then carrot here. Should end up with 4. So I did more rows of wheat than anything else because you get so few of them back. I mean, look at that. We've already got some beetroot that has grown fully. So harvest and boom. It, these crops are going to grow ridiculously fast thanks to the way I've got everything rowed out. So when you go to harvest something, make sure you remember what you harvest in which row, and then you'll be able to replant the same thing. Nice manual farming. I'm going to go grab some bone meal and bone meal the stems. And then I will be back to show you one more trick. Wow. Okay, I've bone mealed the stems. Oh, we've already got a pumpkin grown. But from the looks of things, beetroot is one of the fastest naturally growing crops, at least in rows, even though it takes the most bone meal to get working in the automated machine. Now this axe has fortune 3 on it. So when I break this, well, we get 1 beetroot, but we get 5 seeds. So yeah, beetroot, like wheat, only yields 1 of the actual crop and multiple of the seeds. Whereas, if it would grow anywhere, um, a lot of them are very near grown. Here, let's do this one. Oh, that's beetroot. It was going to grow anyway. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, potatoes. And we'll just do this one for comparison. So no potatoes in my inventory. So we'll just punch this, and we get 2 potatoes back. We'll plant 1, so we have 1 potato. Fortune 3, we break it. We get 5 potatoes back. So the yield is so much better with the fortune. Now, what that means is if I use it for wheat or beetroot, I'm going to get a lot of seeds. So those may actually be better with that machine up there. But regardless, I'm still going to do the manual farming thing of them. Beetroot I think I have the fewest crops of too, but that's perfectly fine. I'll have the least use for it at the moment. Wheat I will need a lot of for breeding, potatoes and carrots for eating, especially if I get the golden carrots. Wow, I mean, look at that. Beetroot is growing fast. Alright, so this room's looking pretty good, and I'm starting to get rambly. So, we're gonna just go ahead and, take one more quick look at this. And a lot of the wheat's already grown pretty good too. So yeah, this is, for manual farming, the ideal way to do it in rows. Some of the stuff isn't growing quite as fast at the moment, but it'll get there. A lot of the stuff is sprouting up like crazy. But yeah, that'll do it for me. I'd like to thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to check the description below, and God bless.